Today, for the first time on the channel, a brand new microbrand. They are connected to a fan favorite established microbrand, RZE, so that's an excellent vote of confidence, but you only get one chance to make a first impression, so let's get into it. Introducing the all-new Nordic Marine Instruments Dive Watch. And when I hear the word Nordic, my mind instantly goes to the saying, I have no enemies. But let me try to say the real name of the watch. Østersund. Phew, I think I made it. Now the name NMI draws inspiration from the founder's Danish heritage and, of course, a love for tool watches. And the first thing you will notice is that case. It has a skin diver vibe, but these incredible thick, large bevels that travel along the top and bottom of the case are laser sharp with their transitions from brushing to high polish. And the result of these bevels is this slender watch becomes even sleeker on the wrist with absolutely no float. It sits flush and I found it to be very comfortable. So I'm a big fan of this case. I think it looks gorgeous with the smooth transition of those subtle crown guards and even the way they did that chamfer on the inside of the lugs. Now that stepped dial is inspired by the Nordic Sea and it features a textured wave pattern. You can get it in 4 different colors, but for me, I'm leaning towards the sky blue and maybe the white. I think this design just looks better with lighter colors. Today we are looking at the navy blue prototype. It's pretty dark and in some lighting conditions you may confuse it with black. The dial has a matte finish which forms a pleasing contrast with the stunning diamond cut faceted handset. These hands have large bold bevels that completely encircle the hands. The second hand has a subtle addition of vibrant orange to match that accented orange Østersund on the dial. The applied indices are beveled on the edges, loom down the center, and they are high polish and catch the light beautifully. They're pushed completely to the outer edge of the dial. Let me know how you feel about that. Would you prefer them to be pushed slightly towards the center? Or do you like it just the way it is? The logo is an applied anchor and it's positioned under the 12 o'clock and is very tasteful. Now the bezel showcases a circular brushed stainless steel insert with very little markings and no Arabics. It's a clean look, but how does it feel and how does it sound? The bezel grip is amazing. These teeth are extremely grippy. You get a secure hold without being overly sharp. The sound and feel is a bit tinny, but it has zero backplay and has excellent tension. Now let's do those dimensions. I got 40 millimeters in diameter, a secret measurement of 30 millimeters even. The thickness, or should I say thinness, is 12 millimeters, including that flat sapphire with super AR coating on the underside. We have no drilled lugs and a lug-to-lug of 48 millimeters. I think many of you will agree this is a Goldilocks size. Maybe the reach is a bit long at 48, but you guys be the judge on my 6.6-inch wrist. I think it wears great. Now that crown is nice and grippy. It's a screw down crown coming in at 6.4 millimeters and it gives this timepiece 200 meters of water resistance. Sized up for my wrist, 152 grams. The bracelet is 20 millimeters and it gracefully tapers down to 16. The solid end links are female, which is proper, and it has a fully milled clasp. The bracelet is completely brushed and the links look very thick. They are fixed with small screws, about 0.8 millimeters, and it has the very desirable on-the-fly quick adjust. You need to push the button to increase the size, but to decrease it, you can just push it in. And you do get 4 micro adjusts with the quick adjust. And don't worry, the production model bracelet does come with quick release spring bars. Now let's check out the lume. we have Swiss Super Luminova BGW9, and the hands definitely seem stronger than the applied markers, but this is a prototype and I have been informed that the production model will get improved lume. So right now it's a little bit more powerful than a Diver's 65, but no comparison to this Phoebus I have here. Now the Sapphire is flat, which is a little bit of a shame for me because the case has large beautiful bevels, the hands have large beautiful bevels. I think this Sapphire needs a large bevel. That's just something that jumped out at me, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now the movement is a Miyota 90S5, which is a no-date open heart version of the 9015. It's a 24 joule 288 VPH hack hand wind automatic with 42 hours of power reserve. And yes, it does have the unidirectional rotor wobble. Now let's look at the rate. We got 5, 4, and the 4th and final round plus 4. Now let's see that positional variance, how the movement actually performs when you wear it. The beat error did increase a little bit. Amplitude did drop, which is typical. Now let's look at the rate. We got 5, 5, 2, and the 4th and final round plus 2. Very good. Okay, so that's a pretty good first impression. I'm liking this new brand, but of course you are now asking yourselves, what's the price? Well, Super Early Bird is $399 USD, limited to the first 300 units sold. And then after that, there is an early bird at $449 USD, so $50 more, which isn't too bad. And if you do miss the early bird, the MSRP is absolutely fair, especially in today's economy, $549 USD. So grab it on the super early bird if you can, but even if you don't, it's still a fair price. And if you liked this video, then you will love the 2 videos on the right of your screen right now. And I'll see you in the next one.